I'm on Moscow's Red Square, and just behind me is the Kremlin, the official residence of Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia. Today, we're not having lunch with Putin because he is busy, but I'm going to show you a place where you can have food for 1 or 2 euros just next to Putin's place of work. We're going to GUM, which is the most famous shopping center in Russia, and we're going to have lunch in a stolovaya. But you're probably asking yourself, what the heck is a stolovaya? Reminder. 1917 marked the success of Lenin and the Bolshevik Revolution. The communist government claimed that it would be the state's responsibility to feed the population. The kitchen was considered a relic of the past. Women should be freed from kitchen slavery and given freedom and work for the state, just like men. Home cooking was seen as an ineffective use of resources. So, the regime established cheap state-run canteens named stolovayas everywhere, from schools to workplaces and factories. Although the Soviet Union is no more, these canteens still exist, and Russian people still eat at such places. I'm inside the shopping mall now, and I'm going to the most famous and symbolic stolovaya of the country, Stolovaya 57. You can see it's really like a canteen. Basically, people are queuing, choosing whatever, picking up the food they want, and paying up there. So there's a big queue at the moment, so we're going to line. The first thing you need to do is take a platter, put it there, and get some cutlery. Here we've got plenty of cakes. I think I will go for this one, which is like the kartoshka cake, which is like a traditional Soviet cake, which costs 130 rubles. It's funny because like it's really like being in a school where you've got like to wait for like minutes and minutes before you get your order ready, before you get something. So really reminds me of school. Here we've got like some starters. What do we have here? We've got some salads as well. I'm just gonna get like this. Oh, this is like quite a famous Russian salad, which is like the herring and the fur coat. Let's get it for 180 rubles. And there you go, we've got some drinks as well. I'm just going to go for this dry apricot drink for 100 rubles. It's really tidy, it's really clean, everything looks really appetizing. Look at this. Здравствуйте, а можно мне, пожалуйста, котлета по-киевски? And there you go, I got a Kiev cutlet and some buckwheat. And look at this, how everything is well presented. We've got like some pickled cucumbers, pickled tomatoes, we've got like some very appetizing pirashkis, Russian pirashkis. I'm gonna get this one with cabbage. Yep. Sorry. Здравствуйте. So now she's just like counting what I've got on my platter, and I'm going to pay. So this is the table I found. Look at this tablecloth. It's a plastic tablecloth, really like authentic. And this is my platter. So what have we got here? We've got a drink. We've got a little bread with some cabbage. We've got a salad, and we've got chicken cutlet with some buckwheat, and we've got a little dessert. I've paid 840 rubles, which is the equivalent of $8.40. This is actually quite of an expensive receipt for a Russian person, because in stolovayas usually it's even cheaper, but we are obviously in Moscow, we are in the city center of Moscow on the Red Square, so you're kind of like expecting higher prices than usual stolovayas. The choices of dishes in Stolovaya 57 is pretty large, and all of these dishes are prepared in full accordance with the recipe of the Book of Tasty and Healthy Food, which is a Russian cookbook written by scientists, and also in full accordance with GOST standards, which are the government requirements for such food. We're going to start with this little drink, and as you can see there, it's an apricot drink, yeah, an apricot compote, and there is a whole apricot in it. It's so sweet. Oh, you can really feel that the fruit macerated for a very long time in the juice. A little salad. So it's a salad which is called in Russian patshuboy, so fur in a coat. So we've got different layers here. We've got a layer of beetroot, potato, herring, and some carrots as well. And between the layers you've got some mayonnaise, and on top some eggs. Succulent. Okay, maybe it doesn't look really appetizing, but trust me guys, It's fantastic. It's one of the best things I've tried in my life. So let's try the chicken cutlet. Wow, look at this. We've got some chicken, and inside we've got some greens and a sauce, a buttery sauce. Looks extraordinary. Looks a bit dry, but let's try. Love it. Buckwheat is probably one of the most popular Russian ingredients. Russians love buckwheat. And it goes really well usually with like meat or fish. It's an extraordinary sight. This little bun is like perfection. Look at this, it's like round, it's like shiny and so on, and it's with cabbage. So let's try. Very, very popular buns in Russia. Look, you've got the dough and inside you've got some cabbage. Lovely. Now, the moment I can't wait for to try kartoshka, which is like probably the most traditional Soviet dessert ever. So it's basically made with cocoa, biscuits and condensed milk. Wow, look at the inside. It's really sweet, and I think that you've got some marzipan as well inside. Interesting. It's a different type of kartoshka, but it's really nice. It's a present. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god. A lady just came to my table to present me with a cake, which is a baba with rum. You see how Russians are super friendly. You see how Russians are so welcoming with foreigners. Let me finish this incredible meal with the little present this Russian woman just gave me. A baba with rum. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god. How can I even eat it? Like this? Let's try. Wow. It's a brioche with some raisins in it, and you got some icing. It's so juicy. You can really feel the rum. You can really feel the sugar. Wow. This one is my favorite for sure. And obviously when you're in a stolovaya, it's important to tidy up once you finish your meal. And you've got like these little trays as well, where you can just like put your platter once you're done. So it's important to keep things clean here. Like this is like a rule of stolovayas. I just had a super tasty, super generous and quite cheap lunch for the location, let's be honest, in the most symbolic and famous stolovaya of the country. A great experience. Congrats, Russia.